Well, I just had a show. Like, that's what it's come to now. You crack a civilian that you know you're not going to crack. Come on, Michael. You should be better than that. You didn't like that. So later on, he's challenging me with different things. It got to the point, I actually had sunglasses on. I took off my glasses. I said, Michael, what's on your mind? What's on your mind with me? Because we can settle it right now, right here. What do you want to do? He backed up. I said, I'm not Frankie. Whatever you want to do, we'll do. No, I have no problem. You're damn right you don't have a problem. And that was it. So after that, I'm telling Vinny, I'm sending him words now. No. So Vinny said, do what you got to do. The hit was on. Okay. Every regulation. I believe in the code. I believe in everything. I was never a bully. If you're a civilian, and of course people know, especially when you have the papers, I was active. So people know the neighborhood. Sometimes you have words to somebody. And I was dressed like this. They say that night in a shirt like this, with a t-shirt, front on the face. I didn't play the gangster one. Didn't have to. But you get into verbal conflict, and then I would get this. Okay. That looks to say, you have a button, I don't, and I can't do anything. And that would infuriate me. I would tell them, how about this? And I don't care who is around. You and I are on the same level. How about that? We're two men, right? We're on the same level. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Step outside and do it right here. Let's go. Put your hands up. No, I don't want no problem. No, you got a problem. Let's go. We're on the same level. I'm giving you the opportunity. You beat me up? Cool. Because if you technically, if you put your hands on a made guy, the death sentence for a civilian. Especially if they know you made it. But by me telling that guy, we're on the same level, I'm telling them, come on. I'm no longer a made guy. And you can do that, folks. You can do it. And he can't get killed. If he beats me down, he cannot get killed. Because of that, because of what I said. No. I didn't think so. At the end of the day, I gave him what I didn't think so. Don't ever get, and I would tell them, this happened quite a few times. Don't ever get it twisted. I don't hide behind anything, meaning my badge being a made member, being a captain. I don't hide behind it. I'm the same as you, a man. You can sell it any way you like to sell it this way. And cool. So that's the type of respect I have. I didn't play, but I was very fair. I didn't have to be a bully. I didn't have to intimidate. Just my presence alone. And Joe Barone stated many times. I was one of the most fairest people out there. You could come up to me, have a conversation. Down the right, have a conversation on the table. Sure, what's up? Give you the opportunity. Now, if you start getting disrespectful, whoa, slow up. Slow up. Take your feet back. You're crossing the line. And I kept things straight. It gave everybody a reason. What I'm getting at is guys like Bruno are legends. How on earth, and this is the point, Bruno, you have to walk with the Banana Crime family, take a selfie. Nowadays, it seems like it's okay. Take a selfie, go on social media, expose Cosa Nostra. In our day, you can't go on social media. You're not allowed to talk to the press. You can't talk to law enforcement. Like, what's going on? How could anybody in their right mind, a guy like Bruno, a gangster, a legend in the mafia, accept their boss taking selfies? Doing selfies. Taking photos of himself laying down with no clothes on. Are you joking? It's just like, Mafia fashion? What's going on? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. There's no more subjects. You have, in my opinion, fake people running the show. They don't know what they're doing. But how could Bruno stand back, an OG will call him, original gangster, step back, be a legend, and tolerate this? The boss is a reflection on all his under him, on his underboss, his concierge, his captains, his soldiers, the associates. The boss is a reflection. If the boss is doing this, you're giving carte blanche to all the rest of the guys. So you know what? Joe Camerano, you might as well go on and do your own podcast. Bruno, why don't you do your own podcast? It would be a hit. You could do your bird calls and everything. That'd be comical. You might as well. Your boss is on social media. Folks, this is Cosa Nostra. They say the mafia is not dead. I beg to differ. But these are the times. And with these times, seeing this, it makes me proud that I'm not proud of what I did, but I'm proud I did it because I don't have to be subjected to a fake life. I can keep it real. I kept it real out there. The only difference is if I was still in the light and I was in Bruno's situation, Michael knows would not be around me. And I don't condone violence anymore. I step away from it. I've learned to take verbal assault. When people are slandering, they're going at you, they're lying, they're fabricating things. I've taken it. You know what? It just makes me a better person at the end of the day. It helps build my character as a civilian. And you know, what's ironic, when I go speak, and I do a lot of speaking engagements at colleges, I do a lot of donating to people that people on YouTube don't know about, because I don't have to broadcast it. But when I do speak to the younger generation, I tell them that life is over with. Hollywood made that life glamorous. It's not glamorous. There's a lot of people that suffer in that life. My family suffered greatly. I splintered my family tremendously, and I'm alive. I splintered the families of my victims. So it's not something to be proud of, and that's what I do. I engage college kids. So much so I had the professors, after I was usually scheduled for 2 hours. They turn around and tell me, Dom, they had to end it on a few occasions because, okay, it's here 2.5 hours now, but we've never seen our students so engaged. I said, well, it's the mafia or something different. And you know who gravitates the most, especially when I bring some books there? The girls. They'll come over, the young girls, and, can I take a picture? Can you sign my book? I'm like, of course. Of course. But at the end of the day, I look at guys like Bruno. How could you allow this? You're supposed to be a gangster's gangster, old school. But then again, I guess everybody changes. And I'm not condoning violence at all. But how could you take orders from a guy who doesn't know the life, doesn't respect the life? And Bruno, I'm going to put you on blast a little bit. We've had a lot of conversation back in the day. You never even liked Michael. And I know in the life, you might not like the person, but you have to respect the title. But when that person has a title that's disrespecting the life and violating the life in every way, shape, or form, even that he wrote a letter to Michael Melnish's wife telling her, your husband's cheating on you with my girlfriend. That's a no-no in a life, and you know it. So I don't even understand Johnny Joe for that matter. At this point, guys, you might as well join Team USA. Say, you know what, the life is over with. Walk away. At least you know you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about anybody hurting you, because that's not happening nowadays. And at least, you know what? You live right. You're not a hypocrite. You're not a hypocrite. Because all these guys, from Bruno to Johnny Joe, Louis Electric, Jerry Asaro, Joe Camerano, and we could go on and on and on. Ronnie Giolando, Anthony Aiello, Anthony Donato, I could keep on going down the list. To watch your boss do this and hear what your boss did with a letter, and you guys allowing it, the life is over with. And I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't condone violence. That's for damn sure. We're talking about the life. How could you respect the life? How could you respect your honor, your code? When all this is going on, it's been made public. Matty Madonna, who's the acting boss of the Lucchese crime family, physically, verbally called Michael a rat. Called him a rat. Said the guy told he's a rat. Don't recognize him. Was out there all over the Bronx. All over the Bronx. So, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But I guess that's nowadays. You got a legend, and that's all they are, a legend on paper. Not a legend for the life anymore. But I can tell you this, if Vinny Basciano was out there, he wouldn't tolerate it. If Dominic Sicali never cooperated, I wouldn't tolerate it. I would have been in and out. I would have definitely had life in prison right now. I wouldn't have tolerated any cooperation. That's just the way I was built. When I do something, I'm 1,010% into it. Just like when I decided to cooperate with the government, turn my life around. I don't look back. I keep on moving forward. Keep on doing the right thing. And I just constantly build. I don't give people the ammunition to say, see, I told you can never change. Don't do that. Don't do that. I broke my integrity and my pride one time in my life, and that's the day I cooperated. And that was the hardest decision I've ever had to make. After that, you know, once I healed, and it took many years, I just do what I have to do. I have struggles, ups and downs, especially social media, being ripped apart with fabrications, lies, things I've never heard, been told, been called before in my entire life. Things that are totally not true. Things that just constantly being berated just because other people want to promote their channels. I look at it, I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with it, but I'm okay with it. You know why? It gives me more strength, more power within. It gives me the power to cope, to adjust, to be a civilian. Because if this was my past, it would be a different story. I would not be able to take a tenth of what's said. This just helps build my self-esteem, who I am, and I don't have to prove myself anymore. I've proved myself my entire life. I've lost 20 years of my life for the life, for the streets. Is it worth it at the end of the day? And I look back. The only way I say it's worth it, what I went through, maybe the person I am today. Maybe the person I am today. Now, if I look back, and is it worth it on another note? No, it's not worth it. But it cultivated who I am today, who you see before you. Somebody who knows right from wrong. Who knows, I'm not going to, just because I don't like somebody, I don't like what they said, I'm not going to cross that line and fabricate something. I'm not going to do that. That was never me. That was never me. But it seemed to happen a lot with me. Michael Hippie did it on the streets. Not once, twice, 2 occasions. Why? Because I put a 45 to his head, and I took what he had. Why didn't he came after me? Tried, didn't work. I still had the upper hand on him. But I would never, never, never put a label on somebody that's not true. That's one of the worst things you could do to a street guy. In the street. But then again, I look at it, I'm not in the streets anymore. So be it. So be it. It's gotten so bad, my number changed to my cell number. It's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. I don't know where the venom comes from these people, but they have, and I'm not even going to say they have to live with themselves. They don't. It just shows their character. But you know what? As he always says, cream rises to the top. It took us we're coming on 4 years on this channel. For me to get the numbers we're getting, and I'm on tonight by myself. We built this channel by myself. By myself as a moderator. You, the viewers, as a family, as a group. And we had some viewers here. They turned. It happened. I'm okay with that. After graciously we allowed them into our home. Thanksgiving dinner. Renting out a big place. Picked up the bill from everybody. But how short memory we have. For the gifts I gave out free. Which no other channel does. I'm sure books. All different types of stuff. Thousands of dollars worth of stuff. Thanksgiving dinner went over $10,000. Why? I don't have to do it. I did because we're a family trying to keep everything together, meet the people. The half the people turn on me. So, you know what? I still believe people, there is good in people. But it's difficult. It's difficult when you look what's going on. How they turn on you, moderators, this one, that one. But I gotta thank, we have a solid group. I want to thank you all. And please don't engage. It's below everybody. I will not engage. I will not go back and forth. And you don't have to come for me. Thank you for all the love and support, the emails, the DMs. I don't even want to know. We're good. I'm good. As long as we can come on, do a show, put out quality work, have a few laughs, joke around, talk about stuff, and call people out when they mislead people, I'm good. I'm good with rock and roll. We'll still continue Joey Molino's nonsense saga, go back and forth. But one thing I'll never do, folks, nobody can ever say this. No matter how bad Joey and I go back to forth with one another, never once did that man ever really cross the line. Say what he wants about me. Cool. Then I go off my grandmother. Okay, it's in the paper. Whatever. Said this, that. One thing I never did. I never heard his business. Nobody can ever say, he said, don't go there. I said, he probably has quality stuff. You need to go try it. I'll probably try it one of these days. I would never heard anybody's life. But not everybody thinks like me. You know what? A lot of people are insecure. I'm not. And I'm not jealous of people's success. Maybe make $1 trillion. I wish him the best. But as I said before, as quick as we make it, as quick as the casinos will get. So that's it. So that's the life. That's the life. You have legends like Anthony Bruno and Delicato, Johnny Jones. Just what happened there? What happened? So let's see what you guys have to say. First of all, Timmy again, what's up? What's going on? Thank you for the contribution. Hate to watch us do something useful. Hit the like button. People, show a little love. If you hate, just hit that like button. Nobody knows it's you. We don't know. We hit the like button. We did it. So hit the like button. Forever, thank you for the contribution and the super sticker. Robert, thank you for the contribution. Hope all is well done. We all got your back with the BS going around. Thank you. Thank you, but don't indulge it, don't engage it, don't add fuel to the fire. Let it go, it'll die out. It'll die out. What's that? Mandan, thank you for the contribution. Cam Newton, Dom, please check out. Let me know. Oh, Cam Newton, what? Canton Network. Oh, okay, Dom, please check it out. We will. Let's go into the other chats. Wow, we got a lot there. Okay. Alley Boy 84. I am the day one supporter of you and the show, Dom. You are an honest man, and I appreciate your hard work. Well, thank you. Thank you, Everglades. Appreciate it. Forever. I love you being a bigger person. That's the Dom I want. Forever, trust me, it's hard, it's difficult, but you gotta go, you gotta go. Angela, will Bobby Luigi be on? When Bobby's ready, he will definitely come on. Brian Porter says, I hit the like button soon, and I get in the room, Dom. I got you, brother. Well, thank you, Brian. Let's see. And oh, we already read that. That was another one. Anthony, as always, much love. Game day. What's up? Dom, who were some of the guys with the most style, clothes, cars, girls, etc.? Were you around in the life? Absolutely, I was around in the life.